Hey, happy Friday to you. It is June 10th and time for this week's Friday Funnies, and I am coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona this week, where the temperature is a balmy 100 degrees. But it's a dry heat, much like the heat currently being taken by Congressman Anthony Weiner. You know, just when I started to wonder, where's the next Charlie Sheen going to come from, up pops Mr. Weiner. No pun intended. This guy is the most appropriately named idiot to hit the news in a long time, which prompts my first question. Why didn't he change the pronunciation of his name years ago, like when he was 5 and getting beat up every day? Come on, guys, let's go beat the Wiener. He could have just as easily said that his name is pronounced Werner or Winner or Weiner. It's been done before. Just ask Brett Favre. Anyhow, Weiner will not go away. He is now alleged to have shown photos of little Anthony to as many as 8 women. And we learned that his wife is pregnant with a little Weiner in the oven. He needs to step down from Congress right now. Then go write a book, appear on The View, and open a fast food stand called Weiner's Wieners. He could also form a support group with Arnold Schwarzenegger, John Edwards, Bill Clinton, and Dominique Strauss-Kahn. They could call it the ALL, the Alliance of Lecherous Leaders. Well, the stories in this week's news that captured my attention have nothing to do with famous people, just your average run-of-the-mill nutcases. So let's start out this week in Washington State. In Hoquiam, Washington, a man carrying a dead weasel broke into the apartment of his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend looking for her. Well, the ex-boyfriend was sitting there and was rather taken aback and simply asked the man, "Hey, what's with the weasel?" The question apparently set off the attacker, who said, "It's not a weasel, it's a marten." And then he punched the victim in the nose. Apparently, he took offense to the victim's lack of knowledge about the members of the Mustela genus, which includes weasels, martens, ferrets, and ermine. The attacker then dropped his weasel/marten and ran away. He was caught a short time later and charged with assault with a dead weapon. In Portland, England, David Days was performing his hypnotism act and had several audience members under a trance. As he was walking around the stage, he tripped over someone's leg, fell on the floor, and was knocked unconscious. Now, the audience thought this was part of the act and they applauded, but when the hypnotist didn't get up, they realized they had another problem on their hands. The participants on the stage were still in a trance, and now they had nobody to bring them out of it. You know, they were clucking like chickens and dancing around the stage while the hypnotist was out cold. When he was revived, he brought the others out of their trance, and one person said he didn't remember a thing, but he had a funny feeling that he would never be able to eat eggs again. Well, I don't know if bags actually fly free in Spain, but recently many of them have been liberated from their contents. In a very unique scam, a contortionist in northeastern Spain would get into a large suitcase, and an accomplice would zip it up and put the suitcase in the cargo bay of a bus heading to the airport, along with the suitcases of the other passengers. Once the bus was underway, the contortionist would slip out of his bag and begin rummaging through the bags of the other passengers, taking anything of value. Then he would get back into his suitcase, and when the bus arrived at the airport, the bag was claimed by the accomplice. Now, the duo pulled this scam several times, but they were finally arrested when the bus passengers complained that things were missing from their bags. Among the things that were stolen were laptops, cell phones, GPS devices, and a dead weasel. Ironically, the contortionist's name is Martin. Hey, that's all I have from you from sunny and hot Phoenix. Please pass these along to all of your friends. Repost, retweet, resend them, whatever you have to do to get everybody laughing. And I will see you next week.